The Welsh Harp Reservoir was constructed between 1834 and 1835 to supply water to the Grand Union Canal. Almost 200 years later, in December 2023, the reservoir was completely emptied to enable essential repairs to be carried out. As a result of this, belongings lost over the centuries, votive offerings cast into the deep water, and carelessly tossed away piles of plastic trash revealed themselves. Come with us as we uncover lost treasures, rescue bedraggled toys, and clean up plastic pollution, creating a cleaner and healthier space for both people and wildlife.
Hi everyone, I'm here with my good mud buddy Si-Finds today. He's invited me along to this empty reservoir to have a look for some bits of history. We're going to do some detecting. We're also going to have a look amongst lots of rubbish, sadly. The good news is that we're back here on Saturday, isn't it? We're going to be collecting up all this rubbish with an organisation, the Canal River Trust. So don't worry when you see all that, it will be gone on Saturday. But we thought we'd come here first to have a look and see what there is.
Exactly. There's loads. This place is huge. We did the other side. We've had some really good stuff metal detecting. So we come back again for another go because we're not sure how long this is going to be like this. You've got to strike while the iron's hot because they're going to fill it up soon after they've done all their essential work. So we're going to be down here hopefully picking out the treasures before it all gets fill up again.
Yeah, we've already found a few little toys. I've got let me just show you very quickly. I've got a potential candidate, probably one of the neediest yet, for the Tideline Art Orphanage. Now, stay tuned to see how this little chap is going to come up once he's had a little bit of a wash, and who knows, maybe somebody out there would like to adopt him. But anyway, let's get going. We don't have the tide to contend with today, which is nice, isn't it?
We've got as long as we want.
We're going to go and do some detecting and hopefully find some old toys and other things that people have tossed over the wall into this reservoir. So let's go.
Let's get out there. We'll come back here and do some cleaning up, and all this will be taken away, hopefully. But it will be. We're just going to be picking through this for now, see if there's anything of any historical interest or otherwise. Oh, Nick's come across her first little find. What you got, Nick?
I've got a nice glass here. It looks kind of retro. What is that in the inside there? What does it say? Can you see? Well, it probably says it on the outside actually.
Cinzano.
That's nice.
Yeah, we'll clean it up.
I'm looking forward to cleaning this up.
On for the bucket.
Yeah.
There we go, we've got the bucket. It tried to run away.
Come on.
Yes, we'll load up the bucket with anything interesting.
What artefact have you found there then?
I've got your little squid toy.
Oh my goodness.
But it depends what mood you're in. So you can either be grumpy squid, because it's got a little frown, or you turn your squid upside down and you've got a happy squid.
Oh, great. Thank you very much.
You can stick him in the washing machine with the bear.
Okay, thank you. My poor washing machine. Might not be in a great state, but it's the old Mickey chocolate.
Oh, Mickey chocolate.
Yeah,
it's got a little character on, isn't it?
That's right.
That's cool.
It's Mickey chocolate milk, so that's the milkman.
Oh,
got
nice.
Quite a few of these from the Thames. I'd be happy to gift it to you should you wish to have it.
Put it in your bucket.
Put it
in the bucket because I'm sure it won't get full up.
Yeah, and we can take photographs because actually the label's a bit ruined on that, but it's probably from the 50s or 60s.
Oh, nice.
Chocolate milk, Mickey.
Wicked. You're taking the Mickey now?
Oh.
Literally. Get it? Oh, okay, forget it. Can't walk 2 steps without Nick finding something.
Well, I'm fascinated looking at people's detritus, from over the years, and this looked like, I thought it was a doll's head, but it could be a dog's toy. Oh, actually...
That's a baby.
Actually, it's the body.
Oh.
It's the body of something, but unfortunately there's no head. But I'm going to take it to give it a wash. I might have a spare head at home.
Oh, there we go. You'd take any old to it, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. Come on.
Stick of the dump. Oh, got a little Minnie Mouse. Looking very glam. She's happy. Very scary looking rat.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
from Iceland.
He is.
What's it called?
Iceland.
What's that?
Ice Age.
Oh, Ice Age.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of him. He's a little guy who's
Squirrel. He usually has a nut, doesn't he?
yeah, he likes his nuts.
It's a parachutist.
Oh,
That's
cool,
his
yeah.
parachute. I love all these old plastic toys. To give him a little bit of loving attention.
Unpop his head. It'd be great. Good to go.
Yeah. I think
Spaceman.
It looks like a Seek.
Oh, is he? Or has he just
What do
got?
you
Is he a spaceman? With a? Was it just a retro one? It's got a little backpack, jetpack on the back. So maybe he was supposed to be a little jetman.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
I think that's his. I think that's like supposed to be a helmet.
Okay, not a turban then.
No, I think it's a helmet. I would say.
I believe that Simon has a gift for me. Another one, another
A
one.
nice bucket. Look,
Oh.
good as new. But no, inside the bucket. Oh, I'm very shy.
Oh, look,
Very
it's
shy.
mini. Oh, that's nice. Do you know what? I actually prefer that to the octopus.
Squid. Well, the other one's worth a few squid.
That's
But
nice.
her legs are a bit back to front, so we might have to give her some plastic surgery. This is a
Oh,
plastic dick.
very
I have
funny.
to explain it, it's not funny.
It's one for you to do up, isn't it, Simon? You're trying to...
Yeah, what should we name her? HMS Brent.
And here we've got a helicopter. Now I have picked up numerous toys already, and here's another one. Now there is something quite vintage about this little chap. I think he'll enjoy being at home with the other plastic toys. Oh, it's one of those dinosaurs. Oh no, it's not a dinosaur, is it? It's a My Little Pony in a ball.
Nick, hands up, give me all your toys. Another little toy gun.
Here they all are, looking rather sorry for themselves. I know what you're thinking. How are you ever going to clean these toys up? Who's ever going to love them? Well, be prepared for a transformation.
Having rounded up just about every renegade reservoir toy we could find, it was time to go and pick up the detectors to see if we could find, shall we say, something just a little bit older.
I got myself a George, an old George this time.
Ooh, have you?
Yeah, it's not the best, Nick, but it is what it is. I mean, you can just about make out a rough profile of him looking that way, I think.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. They haven't survived very well in these conditions. I'm not sure if it's
Oh, nice.
what the soil conditions are like here. Probably quite acidic. But yeah, late 1700s. I think that's George III. You've got two now, haven't you? And I've
I
got one.
have, yeah.
You're winning the George race. But no, this is really cool. So it's interesting. It was a bit deeper down, so you know it's only 3-4 inches. So you know that's that should show you that you can get a bit of age here because it hasn't gone too deep. So I think what they've done is they put clay down on the reservoir, and yeah, that's stopped things getting too deep, which is great. Yeah, nice Georgie. Heads or tails?
Fab. Oh, heads.
Tails. Tails never fails.
So I just got this signal and I couldn't for the life of me see what it was. And then suddenly this came into view and it's a couple of flowers. It's like a little posy. I'm not going to try and bend it into shape at the moment because it's just going to snap. But anyway, that's what it is. And yeah, it was so camouflaged down here. But I persisted and there it is. It's quite cute.
Well, Nick's had one now. Woohoo! Well done.
Yeah, I have.
Perseverance pays off.
Might be able to sort of see what's on it.
Oh, we've had a crossing pellet and we've had a little wine bottle one, which I'm
Yes.
absolutely still buzzing about. Yeah, let's see if... how cool is that?
Look at
I do that a lot.
look at that. Isn't that nice?
Oh, brilliant. Oh yeah, it's got the initial, looks like it might be IP. Oh no, HI or IH. And on the other side, oh, that's interesting. What is that? It's like a moon and stars.
Isn't it gorge?
Well done.
Yay.
That's awesome. Right, that's going to go with my little pile now.
Well, you can photograph it, obviously. It's very relevant to what you found today. So.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. I'll show you on the camera in a sec. You can get a really nice close up. But wow, really cool, old, you know, 1700s era.
So it's really interesting because it sort of matches like the clay pipe finds, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Perfectly.
definitely.
So if you see clay pipes of a certain age,
there you go.
Yeah.
Nick's top tip.
Nick's top tip of the day. Master of the obvious.
There we go. A couple of swans just gave you a fly over there, Nick.
Oh.
Flyby.
Yeah, well, swan woman.
Well, we're just having a closer look, and Nick spotted there's a T above the H and the I.
So that might
Or it might be an underline, but I think you're right. I think it's that way round. And look, if we flip it over, moon and stars.
Moon and stars. That's so special.
It is, isn't it lovely? My theory is, when they were digging the reservoir, they dredged up a lot of the finds, and maybe the deep stuff has come up to the top here, and it's just sat there for 300 years. But then there's so much fishing weights and tin cans everywhere else, you've really got to winkle out the finds, as Nick is demonstrating wonderfully by doing some gardening.
Yeah, to get rid of all this stuff.
Yeah, for every 15 tin cans and bottle tops and fishing weights you find, there's a little gem in there somewhere.
Oh my gosh,
Beep, beep,
what
beep,
is
beep, beep.
that?
I've no idea. I think it's a water gun.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, look at that. That could go in your
Oh, I love that.
your toys of
Yeah.
what they
I
call.
really like that.
Oh, he does squirt. He squirts. We got a squirter.
That's great. I like that.
Is it a little puffin?
Yeah, it's like half puffin and yeah, it is a puffin.
Half
isn't
puffin,
it?
half fish.
Half fish.
Hee. Well, the sun is almost setting, and we're hoping that Nick's has found a gold ring.
Yeah, I've just got a nice signal here. I glanced down. I thought, oh, it's probably a shell. But you know what? Look at that. I think that might be a gold ring. You know. Ooh.
Oh yeah, boy!
Woo! All right.
Look at that. That is awesome.
That is awesome, isn't it?
That looks gold, doesn't it?
It does look as if it could be gold. Look at my muddy hands. I'll wash it off in a minute and then we can have a better look.
Yeah, wicked.
Very nice. Very nice. And I was just saying, oh, I'm ready to go now.
You were! Exactly. I might say the same thing and then I might find a gold ring.
Do you think it's like a religious one? Oh, it's a funny looking ring, isn't it?
Yeah, that is strange. Got no idea.
It does look gold.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it feel like weighty?
Well, maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Could be.
It's hard to tell. I mean, it might.
Well, it's still pretty cool.
Actually, it feels quite. I don't know. It's quite heavy.
That looks like gold for
It
all intents
does.
and purposes, doesn't it? It might not be hallmarked. If it is a religious one, let's have a quick look. That feels gold to me. That feels very gold-like. Woohoo!
Yeah! Woo! A gold ring!
High five!
Woo! All right.
Do you know what, Nick?
What?
I think I can see a diamond in there as well.
No way. Are you joking?
There's a little diamond just peeking through.
Really?
Yeah, look, just in the middle.
Wow.
It's covered in mud.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
You could be looking at not a bit of money there.
Ooh.
If that's a nice big carrot.
Very nice.
Wicked. Congrats, my friend.
Oh, Well, thank you for inviting me.
Very good, very good. Well done.
So immature.
Simon Bourne. There's me filming the beautiful herons, and he comes on in there with his coconut. Oh.
You two are cruel.
You get that camera, did you?
Well, not really, but enough. Simon got stuck.
I was impressed with that 180 though. That was.
He is a
got
mud
some
lover.
speed on it.
Yeah, you've got to keep going, otherwise you get stuck. Okay. Do you know what we could do though? We could walk in the river down to that spot.
Yeah, come on then.
It's hard pack. Should we give it a go?
Okay, I'm always on the lookout for messages in bottles, and I think we've got one here. Whether or not we'll be able to read it is another question. But look, let's take a look.
Oh yeah.
Looks like a message, doesn't it?
It does.
But I'll tell you something, over the last couple of days I've found a couple of messages in bottles and they've been completely bleached
Oh.
by the sun, because it's always best to write them in pencil. So, oh no, I can see writing. So do you know what? Later on when we're sitting down having our lunch,
Yep. Well,
let's crack it open and
excellent.
take a read.
superb.
There's something in it as well.
There is a stone.
So where we are now, under this bridge, and that bridge there is a really old brick bridge, but yeah, you can see by the markings on the bridge how much, I mean, if I was standing here normally, my head would just be touching the water level. So you've got 6 foot plus of water that would have been, yeah, covering this whole area. So it's really interesting to see what lies at the bottom once all the water's been removed, including little things like this.
Yeah, and particularly right by a bridge where people have a tendency to throw things in, don't they?
They do.
Now there's certain to be some offerings down here. I think I saw one a minute ago. Ah, here we've got one, look. There, look at that. A votive offering thrown in many years ago. What I'd really like to do is find some people to speak to that throw the offerings in. There's lots of questions I'd like to ask them. And look at this. And there's a little bell here. That's quite nice. A little bell. Oh, is that an angel? Let's give it a little wash, shall we? Let me pick up these little bits. Oh, look, I can see a little Ganesh there as well. As you can see, there's also, unfortunately, a lot of rubbish. Yeah, there we are. Yes? Oh, what's that? Oh, look!
Swan head.
That is so cute. What's that come from?
I know, I don't think it's
That's
relatively
from,
modern.
that's like ceramic. That's
Yeah, it's
gorgeous.
a handle off of a jug or something.
Yeah, is that for me? Oh,
that,
thank
yeah.
you so much.
You're welcome. I know how
Quack,
much you
quack.
like swans.
That's so nice. Just seen a little... Oh, well, that's true. Yes. There's lots of votive offerings here that have been thrown off the bridge. Oh, look at those.
Let's see, fellas.
They are magnificent, aren't they?
The orange one's my colour.
Nice. Oh, here's one. She's nice, or he. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice Ganesh. See, I've got one here as well. I'm a coming. Oh, that's a nice bottle. Oh, look at that lovely offering there.
Yeah, he's cool.
Is that what you just saw?
Just picked him out the mud.
Oh,
Little monkey man.
yeah. So a nice bottle there. Oh, what's that down there?
It's a gun. It looks plastic, but we'll see. BD gun maybe. Magazine's still in.
Oh, I don't know. That looks a bit tasty there, doesn't it? That section there.
Made in Taiwan though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It does feel quite light, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Made in Taiwan. Pat P. Not sure on that one.
Is there a release for the magazine, right?
Be careful not to point it at anybody.
Well, it's not cocked back. This probably, to your viewers, this probably looks very real, but
Yeah.
I assure you, this is plastic.
What is this? Oh, some kind of medal.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Let's get in the light. Oh, what's that? Circus. Circus Star Trading something or other. Further investigation required. Simon Bourne of Sci-Fi's risking life and limb to bring you amazing content.
Just like a 2p.
Ooh, what's that? Oh. Oh no, that's weird. Okay.
Oh, what a booty. Damn it.
Oh, how are you? It's a terrapin, isn't it? Is it a little terrapin?
I think terrapin's yellow and black.
Well, a turtle shouldn't be out here on his own, or a tortoise. Should be at home.
That's right, they can swim.
I think Nick was after... You after phones, Nick?
What?
You after mobile phones?
Yeah, I like the old ones, yeah.
Well, that one.
Oh, yes, please.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's so cool, isn't it? Little aerial on it and stuff. All right, we'll give that one to Nick. Not a problem.
Action.
Right, let's see what this message says. Simon has lent me his special Sci-Fi's penknife.
Not available in the shops.
Okay, so let's go. We're just going to cut it open with this.
It will take forever to get it out of that tiny little hole.
And yeah, let's hope for the best. Here's the message. It's been in there a while. Ooh, smells a little bit. A little bit damp.
A little bit moist.
And I've got a feeling that actually it's going to be Arabic.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe all of our Arabic viewers could help us translate it. Oh my gosh, yes it really is, isn't it? Okay, there we are. I had hoped to do the grand reading of the message in a bottle, but unfortunately I can't.
Is it single-sided or is it on the other
Yeah,
side?
it's single-sided. So, you know, we'll try and put it in Google Translate and see what it says.
Yeah, good idea.
So Simon's just put it on Google Translate.
Yeah, and it takes all the words and then translates it from Arabic into English.
Oh yeah.
It's quite clever, isn't it?
Oh, very clever.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, I wrote, O my Lord, may God's prayers be upon you, seeking help and complaining about what had befallen me, seeking refuge in God Almighty, then in you, from a matter that overwhelmed me, preoccupied my heart, prolonged my thoughts, and robbed me of my heart.
So it's quite personal, isn't it? So maybe I'll look at it later and you know, get a gist of what it says. We won't read it all now.
It might be like, you know, like the Christian's Lord's Prayer.
Yes.
It's quite long, is it, the full one? So maybe they have written down part of the prayer, or maybe it's a prayer to God or to Allah.
Yeah, I think it is. Or it might be just some kind of, almost like a confession in a way, just sort of letting go of your thoughts. Often people do that in messages in bottles because then they let the river carry those emotions away. So I think it's probably something like that. But I'm amazed that Google Translate can actually do that. That's incredible.
It is cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a few seconds, we've translated the whole verse. So it doesn't seem like there's a situation that they're confessing to, but it's just a general letter to God.
A prayer.
Yeah.
Well, a prayer
I'll
in a
send that to you
bottle.
and you can have a look.
Thank you very much. Oh, look at that, so interesting. And it's also interesting to research the meaning of the swastika, the Hindu sign that looks so much like a swastika.
Yeah, it's all good meaning, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was fun spending several days with Si and Oscar searching for treasures, raggedy reservoir orphans and votive offerings. But the next day it was time to roll our sleeves up and address the mounds of plastic pollution.
Hi, I'm Helen from Thames 21, working with the Canal and River Trust today and some other groups to litter pick along the banks of the drained Welsh Harp Reservoir. There's a lot of litter here that's come from upstream, from the Siltstream and the Brent River, and it's all on the banks here, which as it's drained, we're taking the opportunity to really clean it up.
It's great work, and we've already got so many bags, and I'm sure that we are going to have lots and lots more. It's so good to see so many volunteers.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice to see you getting your hands dirty and helping to clean up, Simon.
Yes, I know. Well, put in a good shift, good carver and all that. Maybe there'll be some. Oh, I did find something quite interesting. You might want to see it.
Did you?
Yeah. It's a royal coat of arms.
Oh,
And it's a golden anniversary.
a golden jubilee.
Jubilee, sorry, yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
So I'm not sure what that would have been from.
2002.
To, yeah, 52
Yeah,
to
very nice.
still mudlarking even though we're cleaning up. That's what the idea is.
Yes, once a mudlark, always a mudlark. I have spotted another lost toy over here. Well, this could be your lucky day. Aw, look at him. Hello. Do you want to come to the Tideline Art Toys Orphanage? Yes, that's a silly question. Right, come on then. Luckily, Simon gave me a bucket to put the orphans in.
Oh, hi, I'm Liz and I'm litter picking, alliteratively.
Do you come here often, Liz, to this reservoir then?
I do come here fairly regularly to watch the birds.
Yes, there's some beautiful birds over there, and I'm hoping to film some later. Lots of cormorants and swans.
Yeah, and a fair number of gulls. Yes.
Yeah, and it's quite sad, isn't it, to see the incredible amount of rubbish there is.
Oh, it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart, which is why I'm here. So instead of sitting at home with a broken heart, I'm coming out and picking it up.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for all the hard work you're doing.
Pleasure, thank you.
That's the first bag of many, I expect.
Hope so.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Well, you know, I said I wanted to film the birds, and there were some lovely birds there, lots of swans and geese and cormorants drying their wings, but there was also a heronry there. It's always fascinated me that herons nest in trees. They just don't look as if they should be in trees. But in any case, I came across a bit of a family row in a nest with a very grumpy, possibly the most grumpy heron I've ever seen, bullying his sibling. I thought you might like to see it. You've got to excuse the wind noise, but take a look at this grumpy little heron.
Oh my goodness, what's going on there? Looks like there's a little fight going on.
I don't blame Mum for taking the easy way out and flying off. Anyway, back to the clean-up.
Apparently Oscar has a present for me.
I have. For your nursery, it's a gnome with a trowel.
Oh, that's hilarious. Look!
It's like Toy Story. Maybe he was mud laughing and he's frozen now. We've come along.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Oscar. Is this the first time you've come to the reservoir to help with the clean-up?
This is my second clean-up of the reservoir.
Well done.
Yeah, doing our part.
Yeah, excellent.
Doing what we can.
Well, thank you very much for this. If you find any more poor little orphans, do let me know.
They're all yours.
Now, I'm not sure if this would have been a machete at one point in its life. Very, very rusty. But definitely, yeah, it is, isn't it? Look, there's the handle. Huge blade. I can see some little horses down here. You've lost your chariot. Don't worry, I am picking up rubbish too. It's just kind of hard to film myself doing it. I'm focusing mostly on the plastic. I was picking up lots of cans, but to be honest, there's so much plastic that really takes priority. I think the plastic is a lot worse for the environment than the actual cans.
Got your present, Nick?
Another one! I'm being well and truly spoiled today.
It's a nice bucket.
Oh, thanks.
In the bucket is a little turtle.
Oh, look, a little turtle. Another one for
Can you
the...
join the gang?
It can. I think he's going to clean up really nicely. Thank you very much, Simon. You give me all the best presents.
I'm totally awesome.
Oh, very funny. I'm trying to think of a really clever reply to that.
You shall not think of a good joke.
Oh, he's so funny, isn't it? If you don't make it as a YouTuber, maybe you could become a comedian.
Must be a pun comedian.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I'll happily do that. Last one. Not one.
80.
Because of the tyres and the...
Yeah.
I haven't counted those, you know.
They can double.
Yeah.
They're 10 points, they're bags of 5 points. That's what we get for a plastic chair that had a Christmas tree.
Right.
Hi everyone, thank you very much indeed for watching my video. How are you all doing? I hope that wherever you are in the world you're in good health and in good spirits and that all is going well for you. And if things aren't going so well, I really hope that they soon are. In fact, I'm here to tell you that they definitely will be soon, so hang on in there and don't lose hope. Everything will turn out all right in the end. And if you're not feeling so good, let us know in the comments below, and there's so many lovely people in this YouTube community that you're bound to get some comments that will lift you up, so don't keep it to yourself. So thank you very much for watching this video about the grand reveal of some of the contents of the Welsh Harp Reservoir, which was built in the 1830s and which gets its name from a pub called the Welsh Harp, which was around in the mid-19th century until about the 1970s. And there's been so much activity on that reservoir over the years: boating, swimming, sailing, kayaking, canoeing, raft building, etc. So there's no surprise really that there's so much in there to find, and I'm sure that there's a lot more, but I'm telling you that that mud is very, very treacherous, and so you really don't want to venture down too far into the reservoir, or you probably would just disappear and never ever be seen again. We had a few close calls there, and you really have to be so careful in that mud. So I'd firstly like to say thank you to my friend Simon Bourne of Sci-Finds. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, do go on over and take a look, because he's also been to the reservoir on quite a few other occasions and found some really interesting things. So thank you to him for inviting me. Thank you also to my friend and fellow mudlark Oscar, who was there with us for a couple of days and who brought along lots of tea and biscuits. And I also want to say a massive thank you and give a big shout out to the Canal and River Trust, who actually own the Welsh Harp Reservoir, and to Thames 21. These organisations do such a fantastic job clearing up this plastic pollution and creating a space which is beautiful again and which is conducive to all the amazing wildlife which you find around the Welsh Harp Reservoir. And there's often lots of volunteering opportunities with Thames 21 and also with the Canal and River Trust, so go and check out their websites. And it's also a really great way to meet people, and I really enjoyed meeting the volunteers on that clean-up day that we did, and thank you everybody for doing such a fantastic job. So I'm sure you're dying to know what happened to the toys, the Renegade Reservoir orphans. Well, I can assure you that they went through a very, very big cleaning process. I'm thinking this little teddy is probably a little bit too far gone. Aww. What do you think? And please pray for my washing machine. So I have now lowered the camera so that you can see for yourself the miraculous transformation of these toys as I turn them around. And there you are. What do you think? What a transformation. Who would have thought that this muddy old Ted that you saw in the beginning would turn into quite such a terrific Ted? And, oh, fall down. Nope, 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 sit still. And this one here, look at this one. Look
Look at him. He needs a bit of tender loving care on his foot and he's missing an ear, but he still looks absolutely beautiful compared to what he did look like when you last saw him in the bucket. The little squid is now sporting a big wide smile, and even the parachutist has had his head well and truly popped out, and he's had a little bit of a brush and scrub up too, so they're all looking very happy, like Minnie Mouse here. And well, I still haven't found a head for this little chap, but I'll keep my eye out for one. I often do come across heads, so you never know. I might find a suitable one. So I will be putting up these toys for adoption on my Ko-fi site within the next few days if they're not up there already. So if you would like to be the parent of one of these orphans, then you can take a look on my Ko-fi site and see details as to how you can adopt an orphan, and you will also receive an adoption certificate. I find lots and lots of toys, especially in the River Thames, and I have done a little adoption scheme before, which was very, very popular. So I have now got quite a few more toys since the last scheme. So I think it's about time that I've put up some new toys for adoption. So little toys, I'm going to put you over here. You can oversee proceedings from there. So what next? Let's take a look at the ring. Now that was a lovely surprise to find that ring, and it really did look like gold. However, I took it to my friend Wendy's house, Wendy Meister, who makes beautiful jewellery, often inspired by the River Thames, and I wear a lot of it. But anyway, she tested this ring in a variety of ways, including the magnet test. And gold isn't attracted to a magnet, but unfortunately, this one ever so slightly is. You see, I've got a little tiny magnet here. And so this would indicate that it certainly isn't gold, or at least there might be a bit of gold in there, but there certainly is some other metal in there as well, maybe copper. So it wasn't gold, but never mind, it's still a lovely find, and it will go into my collection of rings, which I have in a little cabinet in my other room. And as always, I wonder who wore it and how it ended up in the water. I mean, it's possible that this is an offering, but we will never know. It is one of the possibilities though. Either that or some big lover's tiff and somebody hurled the ring into the reservoir thinking it would never ever be seen again. But now we've all seen it. What else have we got here? Oh yes, so this little glass here, which I won't be drinking out of anytime soon, is actually a Cinzano glass from 2007, and it was made on the 250th anniversary of Cinzano. It's some artist or other, I can't remember the name of the artist, but it was created as a special glass for the 250th anniversary. So maybe somebody was sitting down on the banks of the reservoir, sipping on their Cinzano, and then afterwards they just thought they'd toss it into the reservoir, as you do. So what about the religious offerings? As you saw, there are so many different types of offerings in various shapes, forms and sizes. And many of those offerings that were thrown into the reservoir from that particular bridge were Hindu, but it's not just Hindu offerings that are thrown into bodies of water. People of all different faiths and religions, and people who have no faith at all, often throw offerings into the water. Water is just so closely associated with spirituality. We find lots of religious offerings also along the River Thames, which is known as a sacred river. It's something that I'm really interested in, and in 2014 I wrote a blog about religious offerings, and there were some really interesting comments on it, because there's always that question of whether it's okay to remove them or whether we should leave them there. And this is one of the reasons that I still would like to speak to somebody who actually does throw offerings into the river, to ask them their thoughts on that. There's a general opinion in the mudlarking world that must have come from somewhere, that it's okay to take an offering once it's been thrown into the river because its purpose has been done. But I'd like to speak to somebody in a religious community that
throws offerings in on a regular basis along the River Thames, for example, just to see what they think about that and if it's true. Certainly, I have noticed now that there are a lot more biodegradable offerings that go into the river, and that's great because then they dissolve and they just sort of disappear into the water. Often there's fruit and vegetables which is offered as well. So yeah, the jury is still out. I'm not sure what I think. I must admit that I usually leave the offerings where they are, but I do take some of them. I have my favourite. I love coming across Ganesh, and so I'll show you a couple of Ganeshes that I've got. So this is a little hand here, and if you turn him around, you'll see Lord Ganesha in there. And of course, Ganesh is the Hindu god of many things, but it includes the god of new beginnings and the remover of obstacles. And so who doesn't need a new beginning from time to time? And who doesn't need obstacles removing? So I'm always happy to come across Ganesh. And I also have a very nice shiny Ganesh here. So religious offerings, it's an interesting topic, and I know that many people have different views, but for some people it's such an important part of their traditions and spirituality, and I just think it's important to try and embrace everybody's different views. And I did, on the subject of offerings, want to mention the swastika here that Simon held up, because of course when we see the swastika these days, unfortunately it has negative connotations of the Nazi swastika symbol, but actually the swastika dates back centuries, and it's really a sign of prosperity and good luck and peace, and it's a real sacred symbol for Hindus. And if you look and compare the two different types of swastika, the Nazi one and the Hindu one, here you will see that the Hindu one has got straight edges like that, but if you look at the Nazi one, it's at 45 degrees, so it's slightly different. So although this looks like the Nazi swastika, this is not. This is a Hindu swastika, and it's only positive meanings behind this. I think it's really important that we look at the origins of this sign, and it's just very unfortunate that it was adopted by the Nazis as their symbol. So moving on from religious offerings, the gun, I just wanted to quickly mention to you that the gun that Oscar found was a BB gun. He did take it into the police just to make sure, and so they took it in, but they confirmed that it was just a BB gun. I think that's everything now. Let me just make sure I haven't forgotten anything. No, I haven't. And so to finish off, I'm going to leave you with some photos and clips of what I sometimes do with the plastic that I collect along the River Thames and the Thames estuary. Sometimes I get emails from people saying, why don't you pick up more plastic? Well, you don't always see what I pick up when I'm making my videos because I'm mostly focusing on the old history stuff, but I do pick up a huge amount of plastic, and often I try and make something positive with it, and often right by the side of the river, and then I'll take a photo of it or make a little film and then share that, and it sort of helps to build an awareness of plastic pollution. And then I put it in a bag and I bring it all home, and that's why my studio is now becoming so packed that I'm soon going to have to get a massive new studio. So I'm going to leave you with that. But before I do that, I just want to say a huge thank you to you all once again for watching my video. And also a huge thank you to everybody who has donated to my Ko-fi and my super thanks. Thank you for your emails and your comments, for your IDs, and for all your support in general. You are a fantastic community, and I'm so very, very grateful every week that I get to stand here and waffle on about various things and share it with you all. And I love that you're such a great community. So Thank you to you all. Thank you for being yourselves. That's the most important thing. And I wish you a really good week ahead. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you again very soon. And in the meantime, I'm sending you lots of love from here in London. Take care. Bye-bye.